Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My name is Jordan Thomas. I'm 20 years old, about to turn 21 in July 13th. Yeah, you know, birthday finna go up. But yeah, grew up in Compton, California. Really just been staying at it. I'm a real hard-working man. I'm entrepreneur, you know. I have to hustle with my blood, stay with my grandma and my mom, you know, and I really have to be the man of the house, so really take action in that, you know. So hanging with my older brother really had me mature in life, you know, so I was really, you know, hanging out with them, and they, you know, shoot a little word called Kutz, you know, nice little Kutz. It's like your clothes, your swag, you know, like your crease. This is back then a way of saying it, and you know, I just brought it to future references. I'm saying it around my friends and stuff while I'm in, you know, 7th grade, 8th grade, and they're just like loving it, you know. So I was like, man, why not, you know, create a clothing line? I started drawing, and then I got my friend, he was drawing, he was real good at drawing, he was amazing at drawing. I had my little plugs to get in the malfunctionings and everything, so it was really gonna start, but we really didn't have the money, you know, because we were young, you know. And once I got older and started becoming a man, and I actually really wanted to hustle for it. Got my first job. It was going awesome, you know. Started putting some money to the side. Then got another job, and it was just booming from there. I tried to hit up my friend. He really wasn't about it because, you know, we grow up, you know, and they have their own separate things. So as I had it, I had my money, I had my plugs, everything that I knew, and I just went for it. and I just started creating all my stuff, like digitizing all my stuff. Like I just started doing it on my own. I had my plugs in my shirts, and might as well put it together, you know. I'm creative myself, so I just made it happen. And once one thing failed with some job, I ended up getting fired for some on-call reason, you know, and that really hit me. Like I can't work for anybody. Like I can't. That's not gonna make it in the world. You can't make it in the world from working for someone. You have to have your own empire. You have to have your own company within a hold of something, because that's how everyone is getting in the world, you know. So that's where it started, and I'm like, I had that thought back in the day with the drawings, and I'm like, I had my first ever created sweater I had, you know, and I looked at it and I'm like, why not make it happen now? Shout out to my mom. She really was by my side on everything. Like, if you're really passionate about what you want to do, I'm willing to help you, you know. So she started asking around, asking the little people that she know, and she found me a little lady, you know, and I went there, and she was shooting me cheap prices. It was kind of high, but I'm like, I know I can get lower, you know. So I did that for the first round, you know, cost an arm and a leg just to get it made, you know, because you have to sacrifice, you know, invest in yourself and believe in yourself. If you invest in it and you don't believe in yourself, how you really gonna think you're gonna make it? Anything, you know? You have to believe in what you invest yourself in, you know? And I knew that I had a talent of being a salesman, a businessman, an entrepreneur, a designer, actor, and everything, man. So I'm like, I might as well just put it into what I love, and I just made it happen, man. Like I went there to get the shirts made, ended up making my own business cards, started like making my own little designs. From my mom bought me a laptop. Shout out to my mom. Like, she really invested in me because she saw I was working, got off work, staying at it, up till late, 4 o'clock in the morning, going to sleep, having to be at work at 9 in the morning. So it's like I stayed at it, and I was creating something, and I started getting hits, and people like from big companies and everything, they're like, this is good, you know, like, and that's what really hit me. Like, I know my stuff could be on Melrose, in shops, in board shops, in high fashion shops, anywhere, you know, because it's not just one thing. You got your hardcore stuff, you got your high-end fashion stuff, you got your streetwear, your urban. So it's like, I try to connect to everywhere. I got like summer wear coming out, little Beach Boy stuff coming out, you know, like I got everything, you know. So I just stay at it. I just stay 2 steps ahead of being where I'm at now. If you don't take action on what you want to happen or really want to do, it won't happen. You know, you can't just sit there and expect good things to happen to you. You know, you got to take action and really thrive for really what you do, and that's really what Kutz is about. You know, it's creative, unique, thriving souls. You know, so it's that creativity that's within you, that uniqueness within you that's thriving, that's in your soul. You know, I did have one lady, you know, I was dealing with. She was really taxing me on my money, you know, and I was really dead broke from it. And that's what made me move out to have to find a new manufacturing, you know, and look, investigate, and what the really price is, and, you know, the real price of what you're supposed to pay for the shirts and how much you're supposed to pay per print and all this, you know. So I actually looked out and found some people, and they really been bringing me, you know, some good quality. I never been disappointed at every time I brought them some work, you know. I can say I'm just making a deal with them, you know, and we really have that bondage of you don't fail me, I don't fail you, you know, because I never come second-handed, I never come short money, you know, I always come about business. I have my younger days, you know, partying, wilding, this and that, like, I'm not gonna lie, but, you know, I was always a focused guy in school, you know. I graduated early and nobody expected me to even graduate, you know, so I always stick to, you know, my book smarts and my street smarts, because you always gotta have both. If you have both, oh, it's magical, you know. Take action on what you want to do. Make every negative a positive. Everybody can't make it, everybody not making it, but people are getting by, you know, and that's what it's about, you know. Like, people gotta get their word out and let people know, like, we're doing something, we're making stuff happen. Why is everybody else getting their glamour? Everybody gotta come together and get everybody else out there. I see a lot of other people doing it, you know. Nipsey Hussle, he doing his thing, trying to do stuff for LA. Kendrick Lamar doing his thing for Compton. Dr. Dre and all them, they trying to really do their thing. Dr. Umar, he really trying to speak a word out and let people know that we need to realize who we really are, you know.